Hey, y'all, what it do? Hey, it's your boy Q Smith here, boy.
As always, your boy B.
And B, what?
Oh, man, I be forgetting.
I be thinking something
every
really wrong with you,
single
bro.
time.
I really be thinking something
No,
wrong with you,
I
bro.
mean,
I really be thinking
I'm sorry.
something wrong.
I'm sorry.
That
Right,
stuff you be talking about reading about, do you really be going
Look, no. All right, look.
Tell me
See,
something.
sometimes we be live.
And you already know your boy Too Court Shawty. You know the kid be. Yeah. And listen here, man. When things get lit,
Things will get legit.
you want to tell you how legit it is? Cause we got our guests in that thing, man.
Hey, man, Miss Janae
Yeah,
Jones
first
pulled
time
up.
pulling up. Yeah.
Hey,
Hello. Hey.
pulled up to the trap.
We got Janae in the building. Please introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, I am Janae. I'm Janae.
Janae, nice to meet you. Thank you for pulling up. What made you pull up to the trap? White. Jay Phillip, live, lit, and legit.
You know, I saw y'all on, your videos and so forth, and I said I gotta be here.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Oh, man, that's
That's
love,
love. Yeah,
man.
pulled up in his night.
Hey, man, thank you for coming, man.
My
Hey,
pleasure.
I do this thing where I say entertainment, and I bring in the entertainment. So, Janae, guess what I got for the entertainment?
What?
Now, a few episodes ago, I was covering my boy Future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my boy. Text him, you feel me? Text him.
Uh-huh.
Got speaking to him. And tell you a little situation.
Okay.
No, baby mama. My boy doing his thing. Go feud dog. So, that little situation happened. Eliza, hey baby, that's it, baby mama name, Eliza. And she tell you, hey, for you this yours. Cuz say no. So he took a DNA test.
Mm-hmm.
Come back, he is the father.
Okay.
Now, with that being said, derogatory, blasphemy, like talking about my boy bad right here.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a gag order implemented. Now within this gag order, she / child support. She wanted $53,000 a month.
Hold on, a
That's
month?
not even.
She finna bankrupt that boy.
Going off Future estimate of 20 million income.
No.
That's his
it's
annual.
not.
That ain't his annual income. That's probably his net worth. That's got to be his net worth. No way Future's bringing
free
in 20
bands
million.
annual. Free bands annual.
You want to bet on
That bad.
it? That is his net worth.
Bad.
I'm finna Google it right now.
Google it right now.
That's his net worth, bro.
Somebody
No
turn-
way Future worth that much money.
Somebody turn the Wi-Fi off. Hey, look. Check this out. Come to find out, 53 denied. He said I give you $450 a month.
Oh.
You did. And he was like, all right, I ain't gonna tell you like that. 1,000. So meanwhile,
1,000.
she said I'm straight.
I
She
know.
wanted to go baby. She wanted to go buy the baby a Bentley truck. They charged $400 on just flexing on the living. So, but look though, you're not gonna get the 53.
Hey, according to Google, Future's net worth is only 40 million. So no way he bringing in 20 a year.
That's the last 2 years. Thank free bands.
No,
Let go.
You wrong, bro. No,
No,
you just
free
wrong.
bands.
You just wrong. No. Future's not worth that much money, man. Bro, his music sucks. No way they're
bro,
paying him
you
that much
crazy,
money
cuz.
for Future's music.
Cause if it sucked that bad, she wouldn't be asking for 53 a month.
That's cause she has his baby.
Everybody can't 53 a month.
That's a
Ain't
lot of
nobody
money.
getting 53 a month.
Oh, a lot of girls out here getting 53 a
Ain't
month.
nobody
I know
getting
53,000.
Shoot, check the
There's
facts.
a lot of
man.
girls out here probably getting 5,300.
Cause there's some girls out here.
53,000.
I'm talking about.
Not 5.
No, listen here. I'm talking about. Think about child support. Think about alimony.
They were
think
never
about,
married though.
I'm talking about girls out here getting 53. I'm just saying in general though. You feel
Not
me?
53 grand a month.
Alright.
No,
You'll be
that's
surprised.
he won't even be able to survive.
No, he could
in
be
life.
broke.
Yeah.
At 40 million, Future will be broke in 2 years.
But not when you're making 20 million a year. Moving on.
Nah.
Free bands. You feel me? Free bands.
Ain't nobody paying Future 20 million for that.
Free band.
That career over.
Man, free band.
Future 20 million.
So check this out. Last episode, a few episodes ago, I also covered my boy 2 Chainz. Said my big dog. No, he got some controversy because he was about to open up his restaurant midway through the pandemic. Immediate pushback. So he was like, I'm good. Immediately say, that's the wrong decision. Well, now that we know it, restaurants are open now. So he said, good time to open up. Receive some more pushback. Soon as the doors open, a lawsuit has just been filed.
But wait.
The name of his restaurant is Escobar Restaurant in Taos.
So like Pablo Escobar?
Escobar Restaurant.
What's the problem?
Pablo Escobar family, Escobar Incorporated, they reached out and said, whoa, we are implementing a lawsuit because this is what they say. The suit is for violating federal law with unauthorized commercial use of Escobar's name.
So it say Escobar what?
Escobar Restaurant.
He can use that if he wants to.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So this is what, that's what I said.
Escobar.
I said, but then I thought about it, I'm like, dang, hold up. Let me think, Tuco. Let me think. I dig into the facts, and guess what? You go inside the establishment. Establishment. You feel me? You go inside the establishment, man. Guess what, y'all?
A picture.
Big, I'm talking about the most biggest one on the wall right here. The most bigger one. I'm talking about, what you say her name was?
Pablo.
That's the Escobar. You did. I know what you were talking about, dog. You feel me? On the wall, but it's deeper than that. So not only they suing for $10 million, they're also asking to remove the likeness. Not on likeness meaning that they own the rights to the likeness. So that picture, the name, and it's if you go in there and order off the menu, you can order some Escobar crab cakes. It get deep. So they were like, hold up, Slide. They were like, hold up.
And I'm willing to bet they've already sent like a cease and desist. And he probably ignored it.
Man, guess what? My wife just got off the phone. My wife just he just opened up a second restaurant. Man, if we were for this,
Might as well really close down.
no, man. It's a hey, 2 Chainz, we up. Hey, Few, we up.
Nah, Few down.
No, come on, we up.
2 Chainz, I mean,
We up.
bro. I mean, all right, seriously.
Entertainment.
Oh no, hold on. Open discussion. Do y'all really think Future makes good music?
I think he
yeah,
used
I
to.
do.
I
Tell you that. I tell you that. Cause it gets bigger than the genre, guys. You know, it gets bigger than the genre,
It's
and
the real
that's
offer.
the genre that sometimes we stick to. May not be multiple genres that we listen to, so we base judgment off one. When it's multiple, sometimes you gotta spread your.
So hold on.
vibe,
So you saying
dog.
Future was in multiple
Big
genres?
bands. Yeah.
Like, okay, what are the
Hip hop, R&B, pop.
R&B.
R&B,
Yeah.
pop?
You did some pop?
He making up stuff now.
No.
Moving on.
Next caller.
If I would play the song, but you know how they go. You feel me?
Yeah, we don't want to hear that anyway.
Man, Few dog, we up. Entertainment, free bands.
All right, moving
No
on.
bands.
What you
Moving on, man. I want to talk about B. Simone.
What's
If
going
you
on?
don't know, man, B. Simone has
Fraud.
been in the news for a lot of things recently. You know, it goes to show you that once the people get on your bad side, it's a wrap.
I heard these folks been talking about counsel.
Counsel,
Counsel the person that's talking crazy.
with
What
the
going
big C. Then count all
Counsel
of the counsel
them.
B. Simone. Okay, if you don't know who B. Simone is, I'm sure y'all do.
Yeah.
But to the people at home,
Yeah.
B. Simone, she's a comedian. She's on Wild 'N Out. You know, see her on a lot of podcasts and stuff. B. Simone did an interview with Nick Cannon where she stated,
I'm gonna have to make sure security is right, so ain't no crazy niggas pulling up on you.
Okay.
Like I will give you. I'm gonna do this. B. Simone.
So I can't know who the guy is, but the guy has to know he's coming on a date with me.
Yes, of course. Now,
Okay.
now I need to hear the prerequisites. I need to hear what do they have to have?
A
Tall,
little older.
older. What's the
Older.
age?
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like
he can't
he
be
can't
like
clock in and clock
clocking
out.
No.
Damn, B.
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not gonna understand my lifestyle. You're not gonna understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
damn, you
and
making this
you-
harder for me. Okay, all right.
You
all
know,
right.
he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them
Yes.
stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah. All right, I got you. Okay, a business owner.
Where she stated she does not want a man with a 9-to-5 job because he wouldn't quite understand why she's up working at 3 a.m. responding to emails and the like. She wants a CEO.
Keep your mouth.
I don't know CEOs is up at 3 a.m.
First off, she's not even relevant.
But at the same time, I be
She's
thinking
not.
like, when you say 9 to 5, I mean, I feel like it's different levels to the 9 to 5. When you think 9 to 5, you're thinking about the young guys that just gotta walk in there and, yes sir, no ma'am, 9 to 5, lunch break, come back, I'm late, gotta be here on time. But then you got the 9 to 5 of the person that actually may happen to run the establishment or put into position to supervise other employees. And he's supposed to be there 9 to 5. But listen here, his position is so strong that you call 9 to 5, the man can actually dip when you talking about dipping.
But
He can actually do it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's
okay.
different levels, like.
okay, but let me ask y'all this. If you have the kind of career that me and Q was pushing to get to where you're flying over the country, all over the country, you're in and out of meetings, you may wake up on that random Tuesday and have to run to LA, right? Would you prefer your partner to have that same crazy schedule, or would you prefer for them to have a scheduled job? So at least you like, hey, why don't you call in and fly with me? At least you know they're supposed to be at work from 9 to 5, so you can base your schedule around their schedule. But if they have the same hectic schedule that you have, y'all would never see each other.
Never.
Because when you're at home, he's gone.
Yeah.
I was just gonna ask you what she
She's
says about it, Janae.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I mean, I really don't care if they, someone that pursues me has a 9 to 5, or if they are a CEO of whatever company. Because like Brandon said, I mean, if I'm working and I'm flying here, there, and everywhere, and my guy's doing the same thing, it's gonna end up being some cheese somewhere.
Somewhere.
So.
Somewhere. I don't see you, you don't see me. There's a whole lot of FaceTime going on, but I ain't got to touch it. I don't know how long.
Exactly.
What's going on?
I mean, Nick tried to give her a little out. He kept asking her a couple of times, make sure that's really what she wanted to put out there. She.
But who is she?
She are.
I mean, I see her on Wild and Out.
Yeah.
And she, I guess she had a book, but she plagiarized it.
Yeah.
So is that really her book?
Point number 2.
I
I was
don't
going to get
know what's going on. What they mean?
So she's really not relevant. Like, you can't even come up with your own
Hey,
stuff.
B. Simone, she put up this Instagram post where she was just like, because of y'all buying my book, I made $1 million.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
She made it off.
She made $1 million off the book.
No.
She was like, I made $1 million.
It's new to me now. I
And,
don't know what.
blase. And see, when you get on the folks' bad side, me and Q had a conversation about that last week.
Yeah.
When they start coming after you, they come after you.
Please do not come after you. I'm just trying to.
Come find out she didn't plagiarize the whole book, y'all.
No. So she said, hold on. I just want to know. She got a book, right?
Right.
Do anybody know what it's called? Because I don't know nothing about it. I'm sorry.
It's not
sorry.
relevant.
Okay, I'm so
Y'all
sorry.
can see it.
Moving on. I'm so sorry. I mean,
I
I just trying to find out. Bought the book and she came out on the little gram or snap, whatever, and she had said, "Yeah, I made $1 million off the
She made
book."
$1 million off of it. Because hold on. Because B. Simone come from humble beginnings.
Exactly.
When she first went to LA and stuff, she was sleeping in the car and all that kind of stuff.
Trying to
So
make
it was just kind of her, I've made it moment.
Okay.
Which I'm not knocking.
That's what I'm
When
saying.
I make $1 million, y'all gonna know about it too.
Exactly.
Say
Exactly.
So
me.
I'm definitely not knocking that, but y'all, you can't
What happened though? I'm saying
plagiarize the book.
So basically,
the book was plagiarized.
yeah, I mean, I forgot how they quoted it, but in so many words, it's people who possibly would never be discovered. Their work probably would never been discovered if B. Simone didn't plagiarize their book. They're not like a big time author or nothing like that. It's just like probably some college students or somebody who just like writing books, I guess. But yeah, she started working, claimed it as her own.
And they came back and said, "Hold up,
Yep.
They're all right here. They're
Mm-hmm.
me's.
They
Same
came back for a while. But
That's
she's not
great.
relevant. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So speaking of lawsuit, entertainment, there's like some more. It's another lawsuit.
It's another lawsuit. Yeah, they suing her.
When she dropped the book.
I don't know when the book came out.
I don't know, but she was crying on one of the videos that I saw. And I really didn't know who she was at the time. But somebody told me she was crying with her friends saying that she made it.
You sound so heartless. They sound so heartless.
Yeah.
She was crying and she was like, I made it and my friends were here to help me. She was just crying and everybody was like, okay. She was like, she got $1 million in her savings account. Okay. Yeah, but she plagiarized that book.
Yeah, so that million gone. Because if they suing her for 3.
It was more than one person that came forth. And
Yeah,
It's
like
multiple people
throughout her book, and I'm putting it in the video, you know. But throughout her book, you can see pages of where she literally copied word for word.
Oh, so they got the original.
And her
and
book.
then she didn't even get him credit for nothing.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I'm nervous. What? She didn't hit the million like that?
like that, bro. One of the first things that we learn in college
Mm-hmm.
is about plagiarism.
Bro,
You gotta sign a little thing saying that you
yeah.
won't plagiarize work and stuff.
Got to.
Come on, man.
Cause it's one thing when it's word by mouth, but when it comes to substantial evidence, the original date, I'm talking about.
She might as well not even lawyer up. Just go in the court and be like,
Yeah.
I'll pay whatever I need to pay.
Yeah.
Because there's no need of even wasting money on an attorney.
No, man.
Yeah. It's bad, bro. It's bad.
She posted anything since or said
Yeah,
anything?
she posted this apology video.
Hey you guys, it's Simone. Y'all know me. I have been vulnerable, real, transparent, honest throughout my whole career, and this moment isn't any different. I want to make a quick short video and address all of the accusations surrounding my book, but because it is now a legal matter, I can only say so much, but I wouldn't be me and I wouldn't feel right if I didn't say anything at all. So that's what I'm doing. I had a vision to create a book for young women to change their mindset and to manifest, because that is how I feel like I became successful in life. That is my truth. That's what I know about. So that's what I wanted to teach young women, manifestation. I wanted to tell them my story, right? I've never written a book. I've never been an author. So as an influencer, as a creative, as an entrepreneur, me and my team outsourced. We hired a team that we trusted, that we thought could bring my vision to life. And they did a lot of things without my knowledge. And I am here to fix it.
What's next?
Oh. So what you got to God? That's crazy.
I don't know how to take her serious. I mean, you came up with this little sob story. I mean, yes, she probably got it out the mud. Is that what the quote saying? You cried, you know, you just made it. You did all this, and now your career is over.
Dang.
I wonder will
Hold up. You know I pay attention now. Hold up. I just want to make it make sense. We talking about the same person, right? First, you hit me with the 9 to 5.
Well, first she did the play. I think was it the plagiarism first?
And then you hit me with the
it was
plagiarism.
9 to 5.
Oh, okay.
And
And
then
so
like later that week, the plagiarism.
hashtag council because 9 to 5. Then you talking about same week though.
Well, okay, she got counsel.
What's
She
going
got
on?
counsel for the 9 to 5 because you can't offend your fans.
Exactly.
Because all of your fans are 9 to 5.
Exactly.
So you've offended everybody that follows you.
That's
So
crazy.
that's why she got counseled originally. Then the plagiarism just came.
Dang, that crazy.
So they took her notoriety, then they hit her pockets.
Dang, that crazy.
Will she recover? That's
She
my
should have
question.
thought about that when she was stealing them folks' stuff and in that book.
I'm saying like, you know, I want to the 9 to 5, give her, put the drop on her. Like, you feel me?
And that's typically what you see. It takes something big
To have
for people to start stepping forward.
Exactly.
That's when it comes to sexual assaults and all kind of
that,
stuff.
yeah.
Something big happens to put your name in the news.
Yeah.
Then people just start
Everybody
stepping
start
forward.
digging dirty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
See, I be too good. Dang.
That's how it happens.
So can she be classified as an entrepreneur? I guess she still have her little I think it's like a lip gloss makeup line.
Oh, I heard some stuff about that.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do no research on it though, but I heard something like people were saying something. I don't know. Don't quote me on this. So I'm not putting this out there.
No, cause we up.
But like when they send their money in, it take them like a month for the lip gloss to come back or something. Something crazy. Like she needs to start from scratch and just rebuild back up from the ground. Cause
Shout out to B Simone, they always up in the
not
store.
looking good right now. But you know,
Some good stuff.
B Simone, you can come be a part of the show though. You know,
Hey, pull up. I would love. I come
Just
big
make
out.
sure I ain't
And
good.
pop.
You got it out for this girl, don't you?
Oh no, I'll have it out for her. She's just not relevant. Like, she's not.
Oh man.
Oh man, you just okay. All right. What's that name? You don't tell me she's
Alright,
she's crazy.
So I had a phone call with our friend Janae here.
Janae.
Yesterday.
Thank you for pulling up Real Talk to Try Like so
Always.
J Phillip, baby, like legit. Go ahead.
Always.
And Janae brought up a point that she really wanted to harp on. So I'm gonna step aside and get a flow to Janae.
Oh, this a good one. Okay.
See, I don't even know what's going on. What?
So what y'all think about the police officer in Atlanta shooting that black guy who was running?
He never should have been shot.
Exactly.
He
Yeah.
never should have been shot.
Listen here, man. Listen here.
Why?
Man.
I want to hear why.
Was they shooting each other? They called shoot.
Okay, so basically, what I saw from the video is he was in the parking lot and Wendy's in the drive-thru. They say he was asleep. They've been trying to like knock on his window to wake him up. He won't wake up. Someone called the police. So they called the police and they came. They tried to wake him up. They got him up. So they was gonna arrest him. So as they were arresting him, he kind of like, you know, they struggled something. I don't know what happened right there, but he ended up taking one of the officers' tasers, and he started running. And he turned around. I don't know if he was trying to deploy the taser in the officer's face, head, or what, but that's what he did. So the officer, in return, he pulled out his gun and shot him in the back.
Hold on, so look, I just got a question right here. I don't know what's going on, but listen here. Cold sleep, they knock on the window, wake them up. This is very important. This is very important. This is what leads to whatever happened. This is very important. Do anybody know from the time the officer knocked on the window, from the time cuz responded to the knock, and when they look at each other, what was the words exchanged at that time? Because that leads to what that's what's what. Because when you say grab the taser, when you say shoot cuz, some built up to that. So what was said before?
I don't know. I didn't see that part. Now the only part I saw was when they were trying to arrest him. They was trying to put him in handcuffs, and yeah. But I don't feel like a police officer should be charged with felony murder.
But okay. My rejection to that. Hold on, Q.
You gotta
before
go.
you respond. It would be number one, the officer shot him in the back.
Man.
You never shoot like that is shooting 101. You never shoot in the back. The old saying is if you shoot a thief outside your house, drag him back in the house.
Exactly. On the yard.
Shoot him in the front and drag him back in the house. So like the officer shot him in the back. Problem number one. Problem number two, he stole a taser. He didn't steal a gun. What is he gonna walk up and down Peach Street tasing people? So he stole a taser, he took off. Meanwhile, the officers had his driver's license and his car. Where was he going? They had his license plate right there. They knew where he stayed. They knew who he was. Okay. They would have caught him within an hour.
And guess what? I haven't heard no part of the story armed.
He wasn't. When he stole the taser, that's what made him armed.
Because he was defending, sounds like.
No, he wasn't defending himself.
He was resisting, but
he was supposed to apply. If he would have just did what they told him to do.
Oh, Janae,
let's be serious. When I say when I say defense, because it goes back once again, what was said. Because the same way I can say defense, you could just say, just listen to. But if I want you to listen to me, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So if I need you to listen, if I need you to listen to me, I really need you to do something. It's very real. If I need you to do something for me, I'm finna. It's a certain way. It's not what you say, how you say it. So it could have been some, or it could have been what you talking about. Could have been. It could have been, but at the same time, we see too many of these cases, so the probability is looking real crazy. You did.
But the thing is, they was out there for like 40 minutes talking with the guy. This ain't no just knock on the door.
Oh, they was out there.
Get out the car. So it wasn't nothing like this.
It was out there 40 minutes.
It was like 40. I think. About 40, 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
It was a while.
Yeah, so.
You're talking 40, 45 minutes. 40, 45 minute conversation. That was having.
Yeah, but he was already out the car. They was talking to him. And they was telling him basically they're going to arrest him because he was like, I guess drunk or whatever, asleep, and he could kill somebody. And literally, if you look at the video when they was trying to put him in handcuffs, some kind of way he snatched away. They had a little tussle because the body cam, I think it fell on the ground. I don't know what happened with it. And then he started running, and he had already took the taser out from the police officer and turned around and was trying to fire it. The taser was deployed, and he got shot.
So let me ask you something. Let's just say, in the trial,
Train loud tonight, man.
In another world, not Janae, but Janae. Let's just say Janae.
Okay.
She like to get slaughtered.
Mm-hmm.
She mean no harm. She blessed the community. She got sure. She love to get, you feel me? Love to get slaughtered. So Janae, you feel me, drunk, feel me, little tips or whatever, feel me. She probably pull up your little wings, but Janae, little tired. Oh, you want to mind doze off. You doze off, and the folk pull up on him and like, hey. They give us talking crazy. But listen, even if they ain't talking crazy, the officer ain't talking crazy. Just say you on some other, like, man, I've been locked before DUI before. I might go in on some. Now, throughout this 40 to 45 minute conversation, you have to figure something out to me because as an officer, they only get a split second. So if you get a 40 to 45 minute conversation with me, Janae, you gotta, as an officer, because they do it off instinct. I'm talking about that. Something about this person. Okay? Now listen. After this 40 to 45 minute conversation that you're having, an officer know this person don't want to go to jail. Now, before I say what I'm finna say, how many officers was on the scene at the time he grabbed the taser? Two. Sounds like 2 versus 1, right? No. Whoa. 2 versus 1, right? Janae. 2 versus 1, right? So, when Cuz grabbed the taser, after the 40 to 45 minute conversation, it's obvious that this guy don't want to go to jail. I understand it, kid, get it, probably got priors, whatever the case may be, even if that's not the case. I went to the police academy, not the officers. I'm dealing with an unarmed suspect that simply is resisting arrest. We tried to apprehend him, but he resisted. Go for the taser. It's been plenty to swing on off, plenty that did a lot of became the same situations of these officers before came in the same kind of thing. 2 brothers, same. Janae just run. I'm talking about grab the taser. She dipped. She resisting. She run. You mean to tell me through out of 40 to 45 minute conversation, try to lock me up, and I grabbed your taser and then I resist to run, just me running away from the police, just fighting or whatever. You gonna shoot me in my back and kill me? Think about that.
Are you asking me? I'm as a police officer.
No, I'm asking you as just you in that situation.
Okay, well, first
and closing that car. Think about it. You gonna shoot me in my back?
First and
I'm
foremost.
talking about not shoot me in my back, but kill me, like.
But first and foremost, you can't say what you'll do until you're in the situation.
And I've been in that situation. I said
don't.
that to say this. Same thing happened to me. 2 Coach Charlotte living. Big life. Same thing happened to me. Get what my boys did. 12. Real nigga. I'm talking about I keep the real. I mean, let me take you to the house, big dog. Dropped me off at the house. Slept good. One got the car in the morning. What happened when that knock on that car, that tells, it's a big difference how it goes. So you can't really say they couldn't be charged because you don't know what was said to lead up to that. And it could have been 40 to 45 minutes of cuz trying to like, hey, please, like, look, bro, all I was doing is, it could have been a lot of that we don't know. We see footage, but surveillance is one thing, audio is another. Where the audio at?
Okay.
You did. I don't think nobody should.
You're still not justifying it.
I am, bro, because if I had a gun in the car, cause they had the what? The license, what they had?
They had the license in the car.
Everything. You got the drop on me. I'm talking to you for 40, 45 minutes. If you felt like I was a threat, you would not talk to me 40, 45 minutes. And then you gonna turn around and kill me when even though I drop, I'm trying to fight and get up. Come on, it don't make sense, dog. And you talking about you folks don't need to be charged?
Q.
No point.
Wait.
Oh, my bad, dog. My bad, dog.
I'm waiting on Brandon, then I.
No, I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead. You got it.
Okay, first and foremost, you never know what you'll do until you're in a situation.
Right.
And people need to understand that, because I have a lot of police friends and, family members that are in law enforcement. People need to understand that they are human as well. You can't say if...
It's a taser, my nigga. I ain't grabbed the gun. I grabbed the taser. But go ahead.
But this is the thing, though. If it would have deployed and hit that man's face or whatever, it
You
could
got
have
the other-
disabled him.
It could have, but you got the other officer that's on you by himself. My bad. Go
Let
ahead.
her get
My
something
bad.
cool, man.
You feel? He shouldn't be charged, and we
No,
drop him
I don't
every
think he
day.
should be. No.
Man, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because my whole thing is he could have reached. Don't get me wrong, he didn't get the gun, but it could have been what he was reaching for. But at the end of the day, like a table, this is the use of it is to disable people. What if he would have got disabled?
Exactly. For life, that's
Right.
what I'm
And
saying. Life, like longevity wise, like not just in a few months, but like
No, I'm talking about disabled like right then,
I'm
where the suspect not the suspect, I won't say, where the guy could have came up, got his gun, and fired.
Oh,
Like,
I see.
I mean,
Disabled
you
to
can't
rebel.
say-
I got you.
Yeah, you can't really say that you wouldn't do it, because I don't know what I would do if I'm running after somebody, if your adrenaline gets to pumping. And if this man literally on the video, he turned around. I guess he was trying to deploy. The man was like maybe about 6 feet away from him. Probably not even 6. I don't even know like the feet that they were apart. But it's like he tried to taser that man, and the man pulled his gun out and shot him.
Oh, it went like that. I'm thinking in my mind. I'm thinking cuz just running and cuz.
Oh no, he pulled out the taser. It's on the video.
Oh, for real.
He pulled out the taser.
Oh, it was an exchange, like draw down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the officer pulled out his gun and shot him.
So listen here, before cuz that pulled out his gun and shot him, why cuz didn't pull out his other taser so it could be taser versus taser? You said it was
You
two.
talking about the other police
Yeah,
officer?
you said it was two. Why
He
couldn't
wasn't
that-
like you have to see the video. Let me see.
Y'all seen what I seen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cuz getting beat up. Cool. Tussling. Whole lot of tussling going on. The officer that actually chased cuz down and shot him was standing up, right? But when he was standing up, he was in the back. The officer with the taser was the last one touching cuz. That actually helped him up. So where it could have been two, I just asked you, what allowed? It been two officers and been taser on taser. Ain't no way. And if you was to shoot cuz, you could have shot him in the leg.
Hold on.
The kid.
Time out. And now, for the record, I don't agree with Janae's stance, because I feel like they should have been charged. But you can't say it would have been taser on taser, because remember that other officer had already deployed his taser.
What other officer that was on the ground?
The second officer, he had already deployed
The
his
one
taser.
that was on the ground?
Yeah, you can only deploy him once.
Okay, so that leads to my second thing. If you was to shoot him, you didn't have to kill him. You could have shot him for the leg. Only thing you got is a taser. And then you got other people, and that's another thing. Nobody talk about the projectiles that was shot. You shooting upper body. You have other pedestrians in the car, innocent bystanders. So you shooting in the dwelling at this point. You didn't even keep a police academy. If you want to talk about what you would have did as a police officer, you could have easily shot cuz in his ankles to where he's no working.
You don't know what.
And he already what you mean? Know what? You know what you're shooting at, and you know what cuz got. What you mean?
Basically what I'm saying the moral of is you don't know what you would do.
Cuz it's a man. Listen,
Let her talk, bro.
I don't care what nobody say.
Let her talk.
You don't know what you would do until you're in a situation. And at the end of the day, when it all boils down, he deployed that taser. And my whole thing is a weapon is a weapon, whether it's a knife, it's a taser, some brass knuckles, a gun. A weapon is a weapon.
Listen, If Cuz would have got tased.
How he's gonna get tased?
No, I'm saying if the officer would have got tased.
It could have disabled him. You don't know that man.
No, listen.
They-
It could have disabled him. I get it. But he could have still went home to his family.
You don't know that.
How?
If he would have tased him in the brain, you don't know. You don't supposed to tase.
Did you see how
somebody.
Cuz ducked? He wasn't finna get hit in the head. You see that?
But what I'm saying is, it does. I mean, a weapon is a weapon.
Man,
regardless.
listen here, man.
It does not.
Listen
This
here,
man.
That's just like me. Just like when them folks say bring a knife to a gun fight. You feel me? So that one thing, and we bumping hand on hand, but you got a whole razor blade on your tongue. You got a whole man. What you know with that? No,
That was not a
man.
fair fight. He didn't have nothing. The guy Brooks had a taser at the time. The officer did not have his gun out at the time. So that's not a fair fight. That's just like somebody coming up on me with a knife and all I got is my fist. No, let's say a gun and all I got is my fist. I can't beat no bullets.
Listen, let me tell you what made a good police officer in 2020. If going through that situation, if Cuz would have, like I say, if you want to fire his arm, like you say, fire on fire, whatever, have that. Thinking about other pedestrians, bounce, you did. I'm thinking about this is a police mentality. This is you're not shooting when you say don't know what you could do in any situation. That's one thing coming from a citizen standpoint. But when you're coming from an officer, somebody that's trained to go through these situations, it's different. You should know what to do to some sort in this situation. It's protocol that you go by. So, like I said, would have made a good police if he would have, even if he had to fire. I ain't saying if he had to shoot a gun, could have hit Cuz in his legs, apprehended him, took the taser away, locked up, called the units. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So that's what them people train to do. From what I'm seeing is on some street. What you talking from?
So, Janae, you feel like no charges at all should be brought up on the officer?
Man, come
Well, no,
on,
if you
man.
get charges, I don't think it should be felony murder. I think it should be
Man,
something like involuntary manslaughter. I really don't think this man, because he's facing a life sentence.
Oh yeah, he's done.
And I definitely don't think it should be a felony murder charge. Now, at the end of the day, I'm not justifying either way because I don't know what I would do. First off, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to resist from a police officer. You already know the consequences.
Yeah.
I mean, whether you white, black, Asian, Mexican, blue, pink, or orange.
Yeah, true.
You know what's going to happen.
Okay, yeah.
So it's
That
like...
give them leverage to go up and take control of, you feel me? Stuff like this happening. So, you're right. No resisting.
You know, you should just don't resist, apply. Like, not apply, I'm sorry, comply with...
To give them leverage to where it feel like it's comfort in this discussion. You feel me? In this dialogue.
But they were talking to him calm and stuff. Like, if you watch the whole video, they was talking to the man calm and stuff. It was never no
combative.
black boy and all these other races. Like, cause folks still trying to say it was a race thing. None of that was on the videos. Like, so.
So you don't feel like the initial stop had anything to do with race? You think it was just normal
Protocol.
maybe Wendy's called? Because I don't know the full story. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Wendy's called or maybe they was just in the parking lot.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I saw from some different posts, I think some different drivers or whatever, they got out trying to knock on the door to wake him up or something. There was some other people trying to wake him up before they called the police. So I don't know when this called them or if, one of those other citizens called. But, I mean, it's consequences regardless. I'm not saying he should have died. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely not saying he should have died.
You feel?
I'm not saying he should have died. But I just feel like a weapon is a weapon. You use one out on me, you pull one out, I'ma shoot.
But see, that's what I'm saying. That street, you shooting in the uniform or you feel me? You used to hit different. You ain't now if you on but no.
I do feel like if anything we can take from this incident is that the training of an officer altogether needs to change. Like, that's just how I feel about this.
I think it's the mental test, all of that.
But because I'm sure that the officer probably followed protocol, but I think that's what needs to change. Like, it needs to be more of instead of it being more of a militant approach with training officers, it needs to be more of a mental thing. Like, psychologically, they need to officers, and it's unfair for me to say not being a police officer, but I feel like they should be able to think faster on their feet. Versus, you know what I'm saying? Versus
Man, what is the police academy for? What are we doing here?
But
what are we doing?
I mean, but in all fairness, though, like these jurisdictions, they don't have a lot of money. And the longer, hold on, officers, they're getting paid in the academy. So the longer you keep them in the academy, you're paying officers that's not on the street. That's costing the department money. So in fairness, like now, I'm not understand where I'm coming from. I'm not arguing either way, but I'm just saying, like, I can see where they rush through the academy because they're getting paid to be not on the street. These jurisdictions, they can't afford that. So they have to get them as much training as they can get them in, 6 weeks?
Process got to change.
I know with Birmingham, it's about 6 months.
6 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're getting them as much training as they can within 6 months and shooting them on out there. They got to get them on the streets, man.
Some might be 6 weeks. How these folks act?
I would have thought it was 6 weeks.
Janae.
Wait.
That's what you had to say?
Yeah, that's what I had to say. It's still not, you still can't make a point to mine. It's just, you just need to understand a weapon is a weapon.
No, you need to understand because got trained for 6 months. He might got.
Well, no, everybody don't get. Birmingham probably do something different from Bessemer or Hoover. So I don't know what other kind of training these other officers get.
We know at an all-time high it could have been 6 months. That's what we do know. You feel me? So you have trained for 6 months. Reenactment at some points throughout this 6 months again of this situation. Cause what you mean? A street person? No, we don't know. So them folk that reacting like that.
But at the end of the day, you can have a lot of training. I'm not justifying, but at the end,
man, come on.
When it all boils down, they're human.
Man, come on, man. They may have a taser, cuz.
Well, it don't matter. I think he deployed it. From what I saw like a spark. I'm not sure if he did.
And then not only that, the man ain't even draw down on you and look in your eye. Cuz running and just shoot like
that. No, he was looking back though.
Nigga, it's a taser. He was looking back.
It doesn't matter if it's a taser or not.
I got tased. Did y'all see that on live? It's a taser. Man, come on, man. These folks shooting real bullets. You not gonna wake up. Man, come on, man.
We got tased in lab that
come on, man. Like, you not finna. Come on, man. Miss me. I'm sorry, but yes, ma'am.
Well, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not saying that I'm not taking really no sides. I just don't feel like that officer should be charged with felony murder.
I feel like...
So you're fine with him being charged, but you just want the charges to be downgraded?
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I don't think it's felony murder. I don't think that's a life sentence. That's just me. I mean, I understand, Brooks passed and...
Oh, damn, he got a pass?
I said he passed.
Brooks.
Oh, Brooks. I thought you were talking about the officer. That the officer had his pass. Okay, no wrong with you. I'm gonna sit over here. Y'all continue with the conversation.
But yeah, I understand that he passed, and I hope the Lord be with him and his family. But when it all comes down, there are consequences to every action that you do.
For every action, it's a reaction, right?
Okay.
My bad.
So, the moral of the story is, to me, don't pull no weapon.
How they got on the ground?
He was like, they was trying to arrest him. I don't know, he was handling them. I ain't gonna lie. To be drunk and stuff. They was flipping and rolling and stuff. But he had the best of them. I still don't think the officer should get felony murder.
Well, we're going to see what happens. And what's going to happen is what's going to happen. Because just like that happened, on that one, it's going to happen.
If those charges came from the feds, then a lot of it's going to fall off. Because, the feds, when they hit you with charges, they're going to hit you with a list of things to try to make sure something sticks.
Mm-hmm. They let you ride it out day for day.
Yeah, so a lot of it's going to fall off. I don't want Atlanta to react when it do, because that's just how the court systems work. Like, y'all just realize he's gonna be charged with something, but a lot of the stuff that they got him with, a lot of that's not gonna stick. I don't see it.
We're gonna update you guys and let you know here on Live a Little Legit. I want to let you know you feel what's going on. That's all, B. I want you to talk about. I'm gonna take you out. Look at you. What's going on? But no, man, we just want to talk good stuff, man. Janae, we thank you for pulling up to the
Always.
Trap Light Studios. J. Phillip Media, lively and legit. Hey, and check the merch out, man. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
Coming soon, like whatever color you want. Feel me? You got them
I got
pressing.
you.
Feel me? And most importantly, we want to thank you for pulling up at that.
Always.
Lively.
One call away.
You got to pull up again.
Okay. I
You
got
feel
you. I'll pull up.
B.
Not like I always do.
Pull up.
Yes, ma'am.
Janae at the door. And let go.
Hey man, shoot, man, that's another episode of Live Lit and Legit. I'ma swap it up on them. I'ma do the outro this time.
Hold up.
I got it. Hey, thank y'all for rocking with us this episode, man. As always, you can get the merch at livelit@gmail. That's the email to get your shirts through the mail. As always, for your boy B.
You can follow him at.
No, see, I ain't even gotta do all that.
What you gotta do?
I do the outro my way.
Oh, my bad. And you have your coat with you. Go ahead, do your thing, though.
You and it. I need
both
cups. It's your boy 2 Cup Shout.
Hey, let go.
Hey,
let go.
It's your boy. Hey, for your boy Q Smith.
Hey, let go. 2 Cups. Yeah.
Hey man, real talk. You can find me on Twitter at that BDubGuy. Q.
Janae.
Q.
Janae.
Q.
You can find me at Facebook where I'm posting all of the great content because we're great content creators. We thank our fans. We thank the ones that supporting us. We want you to pull up like Janae Ski. You feel me? So we can show big love because it's big love from above. Big God. You did. Janae, where they can find that?
You follow me on Instagram. 3_ Southern Gal.
I got that Twitter too.
3 underscores. 1, 2, 3.
What's your name?
Southern Gal.
Southern Gal.
With an
Alabama.
Right.
Gal.
Born and raised.
Southern Gal.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing
You
wrong
got a little
with
Twitter
that
too? What my Twitter is?
Huh?
What my Twitter is?
Uh,
There's something wrong with
Oh,
you,
y'all
man.
can follow me on Twitter. 2_ The Prima Donna.
what's up with these
At that
underscores?
Q Smith.
3 underscores, 2 underscores.
Special. Unique.
Ain't nothing wrong with
You
it.
know.
I don't remember what your Twitter is.
Hey, but guys, I got that Twitter.
I don't remember. It's the legit Q. At the legit Q. It's a shame I gotta tell him what his Twitter.
That legit cute. Hey man, real talk, man. Janae, we thank you for pulling up, man. Live legit, man. Please always come back. And invite your friends. If you
Most
appreciate that
definitely.
big dog. Hey, that's another episode of Live Lit and Legit. Hey, this the part where we go like, you hold your hand up with me. B, hold your hand up with me.
You just.
Hey, Live Lit and Legit.
Hey, that's a wrap.